Hi again. Okay, in this screencast video, we're going to run through the submission of a course where two measurers are collaborating in completing the measurement. We won't go through the review. We'll just do the input of the data up to the point of the submission to the certifier. So we're going to sign on. We'll sign on as I'm a measurer. I'll create a new course. I will call this, let's see, let's call this Jan 28 5K test with Collaborator. Predefined distance, yes. 5K, start city, and state, make sure it's New York. And then set that up. So now we've got, here we are with the setup of the course. You'll notice that there's only, we have a collaborator sign here and a calibration add sign here. We're going to add the collaborator at this point. We'll select the role of the validation ride. So the collaborator will be doing the second ride. Measurer will be doing the first ride. And we'll call this I'm a collaborator. You click the plus button. And that adds the collaborator. The little handshake here means that this course is being shared with somebody else. Okay. Now we'll go to our calibration. And we'll pre-calibrate the course. So we'll select the date. We use one that's not in the system, but it's 1,000-foot course. And again, I'm just going to enter the data here very quickly. Okay, so I'm entering the data from my little cheat sheet. Again, it's 3,000.75. I'll just put a time of day in, 1 p.m., temperature 55 degrees. I'm going to work in counts per mile. Click the checkbox. I didn't specify the number of digits on the counter, so I got a warning for that. I'll go back up here and select 5 digits. Actually, let me go select 6 digits on this one. And I'll save. All right, so now I'm back at measurement 1 as the measurer. I'm going to click my measurement. You'll notice here that I already have a little person here in the second measurement, and that's going to be my collaborator. All right, so I'm going to sign in for the first measurement. I'll check a date. And times are irrelevant at this point, so I'm just going to something in to fill it in. We're going to go start to finish with splits every mile, so I'll generate that table. So we've generated the table. Let's go over here to the cheat sheet. We'll pick 85,000. And I end up with 49,274 counts with a counter reading of 134,274. I'll save that. Okay, so now I could go on to my second measurement, but that's going to be done by somebody else. So you'll see here that it says click to proceed. My second measurement, however, is the collaborator. So let me sign. I won't necessarily sign out of this. I'm just going to go to a different screen that I have. I'm going to sign in as I'm a collaborator, user. And you'll see that here in the main dashboard under my collaborations, the Jan 25 Test 5K with Collaborator course is already set up. I've been notified by it. So I'm going to do my calibration. And the data is already set up. The course is not in the system, but it's a 1,000-foot course. So the collaborator could actually use a different calibration course in this instance. I'm going to again set up with 6 digits. I'm going to use the same calibration data. Okay, just give me a second here to put this in. Oops. rolled past. I see it's rolling because I rolled my mouse and I'm getting the wrong number. Oh, well, let's leave it. Okay, so we've got 3000.5. I'll put in a time of day. Fahrenheit degrees we're working in. And again, I'm going to work in counts per mile on this, and then I'll save it. So now the collaborator has pre-calibrated and can proceed to measurement 2, or the validation measurement. And again, start to finish rides. Now, you notice because this is the second ride, that when you generate the measurement table, you have to actually put in the data. So we'll go here, we started at 85,000, let's say. And I'll just put in the split data. The split data aren't necessary. Only the start and finish data in are necessary, but for our purposes right now, I'm just going to put this in. And then I click Save. Okay, now I can go on as a collaborator to post-calibrate. So I'll go over to my post-calibration data here. Enter a time of day, temperature reading. Okay, so I can see my finish constant. My constant is not the constant for the day, but the working constant is the constant for the day. So I'll click Save. So that measurement has been completed. Now the status back on the collaborators table of road courses is saying waiting for course creator to submit. So now I'm going to go back. The ball is in the course creator's court. Course creator has the second measurement has been done, but the course is in progress, but the post calibration has not been completed by the person who created the course. So that person, the measurer, the initial measurer, has to go in and enter their data for the post calibration. And again, I'm simply using demonstration purposes the same data for both measurers. And I'll enter a time, temperature, okay. Click the checkbox, and then we're off to the races. Now, it's up to the measurer who created the course to finish out the submission of the course. So this person will go to the final measurement comparison, and I can see that, okay, my ride, the initial ride, was slightly short, so that'll be the shorter ride. That's going to be the one that I'm going to go with. So we'll have a 5K course, and we'll add that to the start. All right? And from here on in, it's pretty much the same as with any other course. I'll add a contact. I can, I'll put my map up. And then I will fill out the application that we both rode 12 inches. That was an unrestricted route. Not applicable, shortest, yes, the shortest diagonal path was followed. No turnaround points. Winds and curves, yes. Route is not restricted, okay? So we can go ahead and I'll select the type of course as a partial loop. I'll say there's no straight line distances. The value is 0. For the elevation units, let's say 900 all along. So we'll get a 0, 0 for drop and sap. Surface type, PK nail for the finish. Okay, so here, both rides, there was more than one rider. Now, for right now, we don't have the validation set on this, but we will eventually make it so that if it's a collaboration course, you won't be able to select both rides were completed by the same person. You would have to select this. cold and cloudy, and let's just put in some data there, and then we can submit the course for review. So the course is now being saved and is being sent on to the certifier, and that's all we have for this. Thank you.